Yeah. I am a small town girl, absolutely a small town girl. I was born and brought up in Lucknow and studied there. And then I traveled to spread my wings and find myself. But absolutely a small town girl. I would not say I'm a very Lucknow girl specifically, but definitely not a big city girl. I am. When I was studying in school, I always had more time in hand than what I could, consume with just my studies. My studies was just never like the only thing that I ever wanted to do. I would pass. I was very, very average in school, and I was okay about it. I was never wanting to do, very, very meritorious things. It didn't excite me. Like, it's good, it's nice. I used to be like, wow, the other people can do it, but it's not something that I was chasing at all. So I used to always feel that I have more time, and I kept on doing various things, different things I used to do. I used to teach tuition. I used to write in a newspaper. I used to try in some designs and stuff, various things. So it took me a while to convince my parents, and my brothers have a huge role, and my uncle has a huge role in being able to do that, is to convince them to let me go to Bombay from Lucknow in the middle of my college years. So, Lucknow University, 3 years of graduation, commerce. I went to the university, and there was just nothing that used to happen. You go for classes at 7 in the morning, the teacher would not come up, there would be shootouts in the college, or just you spending time sitting in the park. Oh, I hated it. It was just such thing that I just didn't enjoy. One day, 2 days, fine, but not always. And so I really insisted that let me go to Bombay and let me try and do something with my life, find a career, find things to learn and do. But Bombay for a Lucknow girl 20 years back was big deal. It was not a safe nothing, but eventually, parents agreed. I took a train, and my brother's friends were very, very, very kind enough to invite me over, let me stay with them, and very warm people, extremely. But when I started living with them, and there was a young couple, and I realized that I can't be doing this, uh, I realized very soon enough what is home. So while this was also home, there were people that I have known, and they loved me, but this wasn't home. This really wasn't home. Home was where, the one that I left, and I wanted to build a home, create a home, make a home very, very soon. And so, like, the whole PG culture, staying with other people also, it just was like, no, I need to be in a place where my mom, dad can come, and we have all the flexibility, no matter small, big, doesn't matter. And I started working towards, building a home, having your own private space. And yeah, that happened in small bits and pieces. But the reason what I'm wanting to share here is the journeys and of a young person, and what that translates into when you grow up. So, like, I am a small town girl. I am never able to get that small town girls' excitements and challenges out of my mind. Um, so what is a small town girl, right? So one is, of course, the location, that your town is a smaller town. It's not so developed as other big towns. That's what we technically define small town. But what I'm talking about is also the mentality, where the small town mentality is collaboration, neighborhood, people standing up for each other. You're busy, everybody's busy, but you never so busy that you ignore what's happening around you. To me, that's small town. The urban landscape, the bigger towns, not that people are inhuman, but yeah, they do draw a line. They do. While in small towns, there's not so much of a line. It is more about people. It's just about people. It's about one another. So I remember we used to never like check with the other person that can we come in. We used to just walk in, just ring the bell and open the door. So every time the bell will ring, you really don't know who's standing outside. You're surprised. And then they will have food, and so you now start to make food after the people have come, for 3, 4, 5, 10 people. You make tea, and it's all okay. It's all okay. It's just fine. and everybody does, and it's fine because everybody does it. Yeah, that's the thing. Because when if you're doing one or two things, then you feel very left out, and why me? But when everybody is doing it, you don't question it. So that's like the small town thing, and which I still carry, about being comfortable with whoever, wherever. कहीं पे भी सुला लो, कुछ भी खिला लो, कहीं पे भी बिठा लो. No, that's what, and that's something that I felt when I traveled, various places across the world. I felt that there was that difference about, people who were my age also, but were born and brought up in bigger cities. They had these things about, distance and space and my time, which was louder. And I think I really cherish, and I'm really growing with that small town girl mentality of being inclusive and considering yourself just a basic average person who is happy go lucky, do what you can, sleep out what you can't, where you can't, and just smaller aims and smaller goals, not something too big to achieve, or for something that you'll have to like sort of walk over another person to do that. No, I mean, not so much. And yeah, and the other thing about the small town people is the hunger. A lot of hunger is there, so while of course you're very happy with the small town culture, life, everything, but you have that hunger to go see a bigger city, to go and see larger than life things, to do fast things, to do deep things, to get like be in a really crowded place, to talk to very manicure pedicure people. Yeah, I mean, there is a hunger, there are dreams, there are desires. Everything is not done, known, dusted, been there, done that. It's not, most of it is not seen, heard. So there is that hunger. And today, being living in different cities, and being a certain age and having done a certain kind of work around, I see the most amount of people that I connect with, and very identifiable, no matter who they are in a corporate structure or in the production houses, film sets, anybody, are people from these small towns. They will actually be just the best people, most hardworking, and still like committed, transparent, and hungry. That hunger is just amazing. It's so tempting, and it's so rewarding. It's very rewarding to be around hungry people. Are you hungry?